Purchasing a new Polaris ATV or side-by-side is always exciting, especially if it's your first foray into off-road riding. The proper maintenance of your vehicle is the best way to ensure that it operates to its full potential. With the right tools and know-how, you can maintain your vehicle from your own garage, ensuring you get the most enjoyment out of your off-road experience. Polaris builds all their off-road vehicles to confidently handle the abuse of typical riding conditions, allowing you to have countless trouble-free miles. But sometimes how and where a buyer chooses to ride their vehicle or how they might upgrade it puts additional stress on the stock components, causing them to wear out faster than expected. This is exactly why Polaris offers an HD line of replacement parts to handle whatever you throw at them. A great example of this is Polaris's HD wheel bearings. Wheel bearings support your axles, which is what your wheel hubs and ultimately your wheels are bolted to. When you upgrade to larger tires or tires with a more aggressive tread pattern and thicker ply construction, you're putting additional stress on the critical components. The same is true when you ride unforgiving and harsh terrain such as sand, mud, and rocky ground. It's your wheel bearings that take most of the abuse. Some Polaris side-by-sides are intended for extreme conditions and come from the factory with HD bearings already pre-installed. If your vehicle doesn't have them, you can always upgrade to the HD bearings. These heavy-duty bearings are designed for riders who push their vehicles to the limit day after day. They're built from the highest quality materials, featuring extra tight seals, and are the only bearings to pass Polaris's brutal mud slurry test, making them the perfect choice for those of you who ride in the mud. Their ability to handle high lateral loads makes them perfect for people who haul extra heavy cargo, have upgraded their tire size, or also crawl on the rocks quite frequently. Polaris engineered heavy-duty bearings have an extra tight seal, which again makes them ideal for harsh terrains such as sand and mud. Not just because they do a better job of keeping the fine sand particles and slurry muck out of the bearing, but because they also stand up to the rigors of more frequent pressure washing that riding in these conditions demands. Now, even if you're not the kind of rider who hauls extreme loads, upgrades to larger tires, or rides in really extreme conditions, you gotta ask yourself, why would you not upgrade to an HD bearing when the time eventually comes to replace them? While changing a wheel bearing is something that can be done at home, it requires specialty tools and know-how, which only the most experienced at-home mechanics will have. Installing them incorrectly will drastically affect the life of your new bearings. So if you have any doubts about whether this is a job that you can handle, your best bet is to let your local Polaris dealer handle the installation. If you do choose to install your bearings on your own, make sure you consult your Polaris service manual for proper fastener installation torque specs, and always remember that these are a sealed bearing and should never have grease injected into the bearing of any kind at any time. Polaris engineered HD wheel bearings can be acquired through your local Polaris dealer or by visiting Polaris's parts and maintenance page on their website and verifying fitment for your specific year and model.